Hello everyone, hello. Thanks Chloe for the wonderful introduction. So my name is Zachary Yang. So yes, as my surname looks, I look like that as well. So if y'all can hear me, right, can y'all just type hello? Just type hello so that I know that, you guys are listening in. All right, fantastic. So hi guys, so my name is Zachary as mentioned, and interesting things that I wanted to share with you because I think when the Next Level conference team and Sean also asked me, hey, share on a little bit, speak to this bunch of thousands of people, share something powerful. Wow, what should I share with all of you? I only have a limited time, so I really wanted to share something that really helped grow and scale our company to a next level. And it's really a bit of a secret, all right? So if you're interested to hear this secret, can you just type in secret, Okay, this one, very, very seldom I share with people. Okay, wow, you're all ready, fantastic. So let me just dive in. Right, so when we talk about scaling and growing, right, one thing is that when we talk about 10xing a business, right, most people think, oh, it's about, as with every usual stuff, growing business, right, growing business. But let me tell you, right, when you want to grow a business, when you 10x your business, right, growing is not enough. What you need this thing called scaling. And if I were to put it into like a symbol or mathematical symbol, right, growing will look something like addition. It will look like plus, right? But scaling, on the other hand, will look like this. It will look like multiplication. So the difference, how it looks like on a graph form, right, it will look something like that. If you want to grow, you just grow, slowly, like addition. It's a very slow process. You still can grow, but it will be very, very painful. But when you're on 10x, you're thinking in another way. You're thinking in scaling, exponential growth. Right, so the question is, how do we do this? Something definitely has to change. If not, right, if you don't change the way you do your business, the way you do your business model, you'll be stuck. At best, you'll grow, but if you want to scale, something has got to change. So what happens is that I realized after hanging out with a lot of multimillionaires, a lot of elite entrepreneurs, a lot of top business people, right, I realized that they actually do the same things as us, as the normal people, but they do it differently. They do it very, very differently. Same things on the outward, but behind the scenes, there's actually a lot of things going on. So today I'm going to share with you all the secrets behind what is going on. Okay, so what do they do differently exactly? Right? Let me give you all some examples. Right, the first thing I realized, right, is that normal entrepreneurs, when they want to grow their business, they always look for more sales, right? I mean, it's a good thing. It's a bit of a common sense thing, right? Oh, more sales, I will grow my business. But this is only growing. If you want to look for scaling, right, I realized elite entrepreneurs, what they do is they look for better deals. They look for better deals, better business models. Same thing, on the outward, they are still closing deals, closing sales, closing deals, but the deals they take on actually change their business model. And that's what happened for Next Level as well. We had a better deal, we had a better business model, and that completely scaled and changed us, transformed us. 10x, 17x, yeah, you can guess it. Very, very interesting, right? Second thing that normal entrepreneurs like to do, when they grow their business, they try to find more people, right? You grow your team, they like to look for more people to work with as well. They just look for more people, normal entrepreneurs. But what happens is that elite entrepreneurs, they look for more partners. They don't find, partners are people as well, but they don't just find partners. They don't find people, they find partners, people who can take their business to the next level, a little bit different, because these partners give them better deals, give them better opportunities, give them insider opportunities to invest, give them access to different markets as well. So finding good partners, better partners, more partners is actually another key to scaling a business. All right? And then one more thing is that normal entrepreneurs, what they normally do is they find normal networks. Everyone knows that in business, your network is your net worth. So everyone knows that, and everyone tries to look for networks to join and things like that. However, they keep finding the normal one. But then the elite entrepreneurs, what they do is they find this very special kind of network, which is what I call the tetrahedral networks. Okay, so more deals, more partners, everyone understands. But when it comes to tetrahedral networks, everyone's like, wow, what is this tetrahedral networks, right? So let me explain. Tetrahedral networks actually look something like this, right? So this is like a molecular structure of a substance. And I tell you, as an entrepreneur, very easily, very quickly, right? If you realize, if you do your business alone, you go at it yourself, as an individual, you realize that we are actually very, very weak as an individual business person. if you link correctly, you link well with better networks, better partners, better people, right? Better businesses, right? You realize that you can become very, very strong. All right, you become very, very strong. And this is where in these tetrahedral networks, they find better deals, they find more partners. This is where they 10x their business. This is where they 10x their business. So the question is, why are these networks so powerful? You're like, hey, why is this tetrahedral networks? I know it's connected, like, wow, very interesting, right? Like a web like that. But why are these networks so powerful? Actually, very, very simple. Okay, I share with you all. In order to understand that, you have to understand the two different types of networks, as I mentioned previously. The first one is the normal networks. Normal networks, right? Well, the characteristics of normal networks actually, they usually people will hang around people of the same industry, right? If you're in the insurance line, you hang out with fellow insurance people. You're in the marketing line, you hang out with marketing people. Usually that's the case. They'll hang out with like-minded people, right? People from the same industry. Then next is that people usually hang out with people of the same level, right? They hang out with people of the same level because they want people, they always say birds of the same feather flock together, right? So they hang out with people of the same level, which is normal, which is good as well. Then what happens is that they usually, this kind of networks, right, they have no filters in place or weak filters in place, meaning that anyone can join one. Very, very easy to come in. You just join. They say, oh, you want to join our network? Welcome, welcome. Everyone can join. Right, and last but not least, this kind of networks, usually, right, if you find any deals inside, right, usually there's no deals, okay, everyone just go there, make friends and all. But if you do find any deals, usually the deals are a bit on the weaker side, a bit on the lousier side, because it's just, everyone inside is random one, everyone, there's no filters, weak filters in place, so you can't find very good deals, right? On the other hand, so what happens is that if I were to put it into a description, a picture, right? I would say normal networks look like that. You all can see that it's like they're all on the same level, they are all connected. Yeah, they are networked together, they're connected, but they're all on the same level. So it looks something like this, all right? But on the other hand, right, there's this thing called tetrahedral networks, right? Tetrahedral networks, as I mentioned, they have a different type of characteristics. Same four things, but they do it differently. The first thing is that instead of hanging out with people of the same industry, what they do is they hang out with people from different industry. So because the thing is that, imagine you're in a construction business. Normal people will network with other construction people. But if you're a construction person, you hang out with a person who is, let's say, on the marketing side. Maybe they can help you get in more business, right? Hang out with people from the sales industry. You can find out, you can learn different things from these people from the sales industry to help you get more sales as well, right? So different industry, that's actually one of the powerful secrets of these tetrahedral networks. Next is that they don't look for people of the same level. They look for people of the higher level, right? It's just now, that's why you saw that just now the previous network, right? It's a very 2D kind of network, but when you come to tetrahedral networks, it's 3D. It's always building upwards. They look to connect with people of a higher level because higher level people will help you to think at a higher level as well. So you think your business transform as well. So very, very interesting thing. Okay, next, they actually have exclusive and expensive filters in place, right? Exclusive because not everyone can join one. Not everyone can join. It's not say you want to get in. Even you got money to go pay, right? You cannot necessarily get in. Later I'll show you some examples. And they're expensive, right? Because these networks are so valuable, right? They know their worth. They put a very high price to it so that not everyone can join. Usually the price already turned off most of the people already. But that's why the people who still get in are the good ones, okay? So this is the secret. And last but not least, of course, these are where people make great deals. Because of the very strict filtering criteria, the higher level, all the different industries are there, right? You all can find that the deals inside, the business connections that you make there, the deals you make there are all great deals, all right? The great deals that can potentially transform your business. So what happens is that if I were to put it into a picture, a tetrahedral network looks like this. It looks like it's 3D. You know, there's a lower level, higher level, and a highest level. And I tell you, the difference between these two kind of things, right, it looks something like that, right? So there's the first one, the normal networks, and the tetrahedral networks. And by the way, these are not just random examples that I give. The difference between these two things, let me tell you, is as different as graphite and diamond. Right? You all realize that, by the way, this is a bit of chemistry, if you're a bit geeky like me. Do you know that actually graphite and diamond are made of the same thing, same carbon atoms, but the different way that they're arranged completely transform their value as well as their worth, right? Graphite is very soft, it's very weak. diamond, super hard, the hardest substance on earth, diamond, but they are all made of the same thing, carbon atoms, right? So the thing is that if you choose your network carefully, right, if you get the normal networks, you might just be soft like pencil lead, very easily accessible, affordable, has its users, but just simple. Or if you choose your connections, you connect properly, arrange yourself with the right carbon atoms, because we are all entrepreneurs, but you connect correctly in the tetrahedral structure, you get diamonds, all right, diamonds. So what happens? So the question is how to join. At this point in time, everyone's like, hey, wow, okay, I know this is very powerful. I know this is where I find great people, great partners, great business deals, but how do I join this? Well, okay, so normally tetrahedral networks, as I mentioned, it is very tricky to get in. It is by invite only, and or it is expensive. By what I mean by and or means it can be by invite only and also expensive and also have a strict criteria. Okay, so actually it's very hard to get in now. Okay, I can give you some examples. However, these are the only ones that I would say that are worth joining. All right, so let me show you. Give you some examples. This one you all can zoom in and see. Yes, the Porsche Car Club. Actually, I tell you, Porsche Car Club very easy to get in one. Okay, the membership is very cheap. But to get in, you need to buy a Porsche car, which is worth about $500,000 there. Okay, there's also Singapore Island Country Club, costs about $350. You can just buy off the website, get the person transfer to you. $350. I tell you, that is around the cost of a HDB. But guys, think about it. Which means that, can you imagine everyone you meet at the Singapore Island Country Club? They all paid a HDB amount of price to swim, use the facilities. I can tell you, everyone you meet there easily is a millionaire, if not a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire. Can you imagine the kind of deals that you can close there? Then, of course, there's other examples. The Board 8 Yacht Club, about $100K. There's the American Club, the Singapore Swimming Club. These are the slightly more affordable ones. And then after that, there is also the Harvard Club of Singapore. The Harvard Club of Singapore, you think, wow, this one quite cheap to get in. However, right, like what I mentioned, even if it's cheap to get in, you need to be from Harvard, all right? So it's not say you want to get in means can get in. Even if you got the money, $3,000 quite affordable, but you need to come from Harvard. So they have very, very strict criteria. And last but not least, there's an Exotic Car Club. So this one is also even harder. This one, you got money, you got a car, they may not get you in. You have to get someone on the inside to invite you in. All right, so these are just some examples. But I can tell you these are the ones you get in, wow, the deals, the partners you find there, very, very valuable. All right, they can literally transform your business 10x. But however, right, if you cannot qualify for those, right, well, I might have some good news for you. Because me and Sean actually started this Diamond Business Club because we ourselves also want to form that tetrahedral networks. We want to grow, we want to scale our business as well. And we thought that maybe some amongst you guys might qualify for this exclusive club of ours. All right, so, but don't be too excited. Because, right, what happens is that I tell you, our business club is still by invitation only, it's still expensive, and it still have a strict criteria. But, as a business owner, we want to really network, find the good ones as well. So, however, because we just launched it, right? What we have is this special thing. This what we call the launch special, right? We thought we might as well just make a one-time invitation to our next level community. We're actually opening this up to about 100 packs, and after that, we are just closing it off already because this is still a closed group. At the end of the day, we are inviting you to me and Sean's personal friends, business friends, and all this. So if you can make it, you can make it. If you cannot, then that's it lah. But the fun thing about this is that let me show you some sneak preview of the quality of our network, of the people that have come through our network as well. All right, so we normally play this game. We'll send them an invite card to our next location. And inside this invite card, on the back of it is a bingo card. So you see, let me show you some of the people who come for our networking sessions. This guy is a person who has sold off 5 tech companies. This person is a person who listed over 100 companies on 10 stock exchange worldwide. We also have Datuk joining us. We have partners of legendary investor Jim Rogers. Then we also have someone who manages, a fund manager who manages $500 million fund, right? Another session, we had a person who has 6 billionaires on his quick dial. We had a person who has a $1 billion property portfolio. So very, very exciting people. I can show you founder of Spa Group as well as Hawkerton listed company CEO. So very, very interesting people. Right, so this one, some of y'all may recognize her. She's Nicole Buffett, Warren Buffett's granddaughter. Then on one of our sessions, we also had Cheryl Wee as well, who is the second gen of GNIP as well. So very, very interesting people. All right, so with the bingo card, we also help people to really network better as well. So you all can see we got Forbes listers, we have former BGs, we have movie producers, and most importantly, we do all of this, right, because during our networks, right, during these sessions, we want to do a few things. Number one, we want to get members to share and get access to private business deals. So this was a movie producer sharing us how to get, how business people can get their products onto the Korean K-dramas, how Soon Joong-ki can do their stuff, can use their products. This is another guy who actually, he's about to list his company on Nasdaq next year, and yeah, he just shared his business deal as well. All right, and then another one is this guy. This is a Datuk. He actually listed 25% of the spec listing on Nasdaq last year, and he actually shared with us the next business that he's listing, and he asked us if you want to join us together with him as well. So very, very, very powerful people, very, very interesting people. At the end of the day, I think we created this because we are just sick of the standard normal networks. We want to join tetrahedral networks. Okay, so I think so if you guys are interested, just scan on the code below, click on the link provided, and you'll join the waitlist. Still, my team will still vet through, will look through, but if this is something that you think you might be interested in, you want this kind of networks to take your business to the next level, then this might be something you're looking for. All right, so that's all I have for you. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all find valuable networks that can really take your business, scale your business to the next level, guys. Thank you.